Did Funke Akindele really snub Toyin Abraham, or is this just a publicity stunt for the movie The Return of Arinzo 2? Well, here's the clip that everyone is talking about.
Please, let's not prove them right. We've fought over the years to build our image, to do amazing movies, to do quality work. I beg of you, let's not give them the power to say we are disorganized. Over to you.
Guys, and welcome back to my channel.
And we can just dance the night away until we get no more shame.
I've seen the video and there have been so many reactions, and I would say my own honest opinion. Now, when I saw that and I saw the way that Iyabo Ojo looked at the both of them, I was like, you cannot tell me that she's not aware that they are not in good terms. I, as a person, I have had friends who have been quarreling, not in good terms, or have been speaking bad about each other. For those who know me, I will set both of you up. Either I set both of you up by myself, or I meet one person, beg the person for the other to come, and they sort their differences. That is my kind of person. And so when Iyabo Ojo came out with her story, with her post, I would read it out, where she said, for those of you maligning my character, insulting me and calling me unprintable names, this is for you. Now, I need to set the record straight. This is the first and last time I'll be talking about this. Funke and I have been friends for the longest, but there were times we fell out, fault on both sides. I once came online to drag Funke because of Toyin's movie. I went online to drag Funke because of Toyin's movie. That was a wrong move on my part. I should have handled it better. Funke and I later met up and we addressed our issues and put them behind us. I tried my very best to settle both of them, cried, knelt down, begged both parties to embrace peace, which both of them later did. Reason you saw them a few months ago interacting with one another, but there was a condition. No one was to shade online if any issue arose. They both promised to address it off camera, but unfortunately, December came. Toyin made some complaints about her movies in the cinemas, claiming some people or person were trying to sabotage her. Some fans pointed accusing fingers towards Funke, and that sparked up a fresh beef. About the return of Arinzo, Toyin was supposed to be in it, but she said she was exhausted and she had also had to travel, so she pulled out last minute. I was upset because it cost me a lot to rewrite the story. But the show must go on. We had a deadline to film if I wanted the return of Arinzo to make 3rd of April. She apologized, we made up, and the rest is history. Honestly, all this saddened me because the sky is big enough for all. I have tried my best, but at this point, I can't beg anyone anymore. I honestly don't want to get involved anymore. Please, you all should respect that. When both parties are ready, they will make peace. I love them both regardless. The return of Arinzo will start showing in cinemas nationwide from the 3rd of April. Now, this is what Iyabo Ojo, posted, which is fair because everyone was dragging her. Even me, I was like, you can't tell me you've not intervened in this. Now, to address what Toyin said, I worked in the cinemas, GDC, Lekki, The Palms. Now, when a movie is not doing good and there is a better movie, trust me, management will move a movie from a screen just to make duplicates. In fact, we've had a time that we had 3 screens for a movie. Not for a movie, it depends on the blockbusters at the time. We've had 3 screens for Transformers. I cannot remember the part. You will see customers begging to stay on the staircase when the screen is sold out. And when we have a screen with a movie that is not doing well, or we've not sold any tickets, and you see customers lining in for a particular one, trust me, you will remove the one not doing well and put the one that is doing well and make your money. The cinemas have to make their money. Now, I do not see where, or I did not see where Toyin Abraham called out Funke. People are implying that she was referring to Funke. I don't think necessarily. I think she was talking to the management of the cinemas. So I really don't know, but there was, and the inference for me, I think it was implied to the cinemas, and that is what we used to do back in the days. I'm talking about 2010 to 2012 was the period I worked there, and that was what happened. So for her to say that guests called her, her fans called her and said, we want to watch this movie, but they are telling us to watch another movie. I, as a team member, would suggest another movie to a customer because I don't want you to take the money away. That doesn't mean that the owner of that movie came to tell me anything or to tell management anything. Now, for Funke Akindele, I know someone in my family I don't want to mention. If she not like you, she not like you. If you greet her, she will not answer you. That is her person. Now everyone is saying, no, she's a celebrity. She should have at least said hi. Yes, she should have said hi. If I'm not happy with you as a person, you will know. My facial expression alone. If I'm like, hey, hi, you're all like, hi, creates distance as well. These people have created niches for themselves in the movie industry, in the cinema industry. There was a time that Funke was upset with Toyin because after she made the movie Jennifer, not the series now, the movie Jennifer, with Gogo Beast Girls and Yala Badmos and co. Not shortly after, Toyin Abraham came out with Alakada, and Funke was like, why are you copying me? Just be original. And when Toyin went for an interview, she was asked, and she said, oh yes, Funke is my role model. Why won't I copy her? She was innocent. But I think the other party didn't take it lightly. And so she feels that she's stealing her idea to make it, But I just want to say growth is important, and growth will make you distance yourself. And we've seen that Funke rarely comes out. There was a time they were saying because she was staying in Amen Estate, which is far away from town, and she just did into the traffic before getting to the event and all that. All I just want to say is that we should just be civil, we should be human. At the end of the day, if there is something someone has done to you that you do not like, call out to the person, reach out to the person, and look for ways to resolve issues. If there's someone who has upset you, offended you, as a mature person, reach out to the person. If you don't want to reach out to the person directly, reach out to someone who the other party respects to help you plead on the person's behalf so that things can be resolved. And I like the maturity of Toyin Abraham. She respected herself. She greeted her. She did. Funke Akindele didn't respond, and she kept it moving. I'm sure because maybe they are not friends, they are not close or something. My own friend, I go greet him, you go snub me. I go first push your head, say, am I not greeting you? Am I not? Like we saw Femi Adebayo pass Funke Akindele. And Funke was like, oh, Rimini, you didn't see me. And he was like, oh, hi, or something. That is the exact response. And we saw that Funke Akindele came online and blasted Funke Akindele, blasting indirectly and saying that it's because of Iyabo Ojo that I gave you that respect. If I ever greet you again, may something happened to her, something like that. The social media space loves, exaggeration. However, Iyabo Ojo's post has come to make us realize that it was the December event where Toyin came to call out the cinema management and that someone was sabotaging her movies out of anger. I don't really think she was referring to Toyin and to Funke Akindele, I think it was a choice of words that got misconstrued. Because I want to say that if she had anything in her heart against Funke Akindele, she would have mentioned it. She would have said something. I want to believe. But if that's the case, I may be wrong. Another thing is that silence is golden and silence is also a response. We haven't seen any response from Funke Akindele, but we have seen a response from Toyin Abraham, who came and posted on her story and deleted it almost immediately and said, do you think I send you this agbaya? Why I really respected you because of Auntie Iyabo. What is this stuff with auntie for people who are in your peer group, age grade? You're like in your late 40s, or Iyabo Ojo and Akindele are in their late 40s and you are maybe in your mid 40s. Why auntie? I'm not saying it's a bad thing. There are people who are my age mates who I call mama, but it's not excessive. Sometimes see finish they enter that thing. When people will not be your age group, they call them, they go on they feel pompous or different one kind of thing. I'm not saying you shouldn't respect people, but don't overflog it. Another thing that I want to talk about, when it comes to work, the competition is real. And it's better to keep things professional, keep it going to avoid issues like this. Like Iyabo Ojo said, the sky is wide enough for everyone to fly. Thank you for watching, guys, and tell me your thoughts. Do you think that Funke was in her right to snub Toyin? Do you think that Toyin's response was valid because of what happened? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye. Thank you for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Bye now.